Yo, Grant here. Hope you're doing well. We are 18 days from an election, and I'm wondering if you're going to take the time to vote. I will. My wife will. Eh, And I encourage all my employees, my friends, my family, go out and vote. What I'd like to know, though, are you going to stand in line? You going to mail it in? Or will you absentee? Post below. I'd love to know. I'm not asking who you're voting for. I'm asking, will you vote? One. Number two, what are you going to do when you're disappointed with the outcome? What are you going to do, number three, if you're elated with the outcome? See, here's the deal. 50% of all of America, it will be disappointed with the outcome. I mean, we are a divided country today. Just straight down the middle. Half the people want to go one way, half the people want to go another way. I've never seen this much division in our lifetime, but that being said, we've never lived in a lifetime where everybody had an opinion, where I could pop on a video and start talking about how it should be, could be, or what I think it should be like, or it might be like, or what's wrong or right. Or we've never had these the ability to communicate so freely. That is, when they don't stop the communication. But we have tools today that allow you and I to actually go online and post a flag, say things about our president, say things about a senator, say things about Congress, say things about Democrats or Republicans, good or bad. We have these tools today that we've never had. The reason I'm doing this today is because I'm aware, with 18 days left of the division, and understand that 50% of the people are going to be disappointed. I'm in Miami today. That's Fort Lauderdale. They're probably going to vote Republican. And if I go that way, they typically vote Democratic. And in between the two is a damn rainbow. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the most important part. Look, bad news, bad times, bad moments, viruses, illnesses, tough times always pass, unless you get stuck in the bad times. Now, I have had the opportunity to grow through, let me see, who have I had? Jimmy Carter, Richard Nixon, John Kennedy when I was a kid, both Bushes, Clinton twice, Obama twice, Trump once. I think I got everybody. Maybe I missed somebody in there. Let me know if I did. And I'm sure it mattered for the big guys. I'm sure the outcome of these things mattered for these huge corporations. I'm sure, I mean, I don't know this to be true, but I'm sure they get things under some of these administrations that the little guys like us don't know about. But I got to tell you, whether it's been a Democrat or a Republican, I have always figured out how to prosper, how to take care of my family, how to pay my bills. And the thing that's always been in my way, more than the politics, more than who won, was me. Me, man. I am the common thread. You are the common thread to how your life's going to turn out. I know these elections probably really matter to a lot of people. But some of that I can't control and you can't control. We can vote, and I will, and I encourage you to vote. I think it's important we all go vote. That way you can be right or wrong. But more important than the vote that you're going to make on November 3rd or before, is what are you going to do after that? What is the plan? What is your plan for creating wealth and prosperity for your family and your household? What is the plan that you're going to create for your marriage and your family so that they're better educated, so they're confident and secure? What's the plan so that you can secure the finances necessary so you can get your kids in the right school or homeschool them if you choose to, so that you can travel the world, educate your kids about what really is available out there? What are you going to do to make sure you can take advantage of the rainbows that show up after every storm? I'd love to know, man, what's the plan? Do you have a plan? Do you have a plan other than all this noise? Because like no other time in our history, the thing different about this election, probably the last one too, but here we are now. The thing that's so different is that we all get to have an opinion on social media that makes this world extremely noisy, extremely divided. Somebody said, man, I've never seen it like this before. Yeah, bro, because there's never been a Facebook or a Twitter account before. Okay? You don't know what it was like during the Vietnam War. I remember it was protest every day. And I'm not diminishing. See, I'm walking around my property right now to see stuff that's out that needs to get handled. I'm not diminishing the fact that there aren't real problems. There are problems. And I think if everybody took care of their own problems, shit, there'd be fewer problems. If everybody got themselves in a situation where they find a cool spot here. If everybody found them, took responsibility for their life and their finances and their education and their kids and their communities and their neighborhoods. I told a friend of mine that probably votes completely different than I do. Bro, until there's wealth, you cannot resolve social inequalities until you create or close the gap on the wealth inequalities. Got to get money. You guys got to get money. I've known this. I grew up without anything, and I knew the only way I could level the playing field for myself, my family, and my things, the things I love and care for, is I had to get my money right. I started with no money. I was in debt. I was 25 years old. Just come out of a treatment center up in Minnesota after 28 days. Kicked a drug addiction. One day at a time, one day at a time, one day at a time. I started rebuilding. I remember that line in the 12-step programs. It's one day at a time. And I remember that I used that not just to not use drugs, to change that negative pattern, that destructive pattern in my life, but I also used it to rebuild my financial life. Okay, how do I start paying debt off? Or do I even pay the debt off right now? Do I worry about just adding income? And I had to figure that out. I've been playing this game for 37 years. I thought school and college were going to give me the information I needed. It did not. I'm not saying that college and education doesn't do it for some people. I know some people that are very, very smart. They got great jobs, great incomes, unbelievable opportunities because they went to the right schools at the right time and studied the right things. It did not do that for me. And so I'm not railing on education. I'm just saying for me, it didn't do the deal. It didn't give me what I needed to get. I had 17 years of schooling, and I had less money after the 17 years than I had, true story, before it. I had more money when I was 6 years old than I had when I was 26 years old. Bottom line is I needed to rebuild, okay? And regardless of how this election turns out, Trump wins it, it's going to be like chaos. Biden wins it, it's going to be uncertain. What's going to happen? What's going to happen with taxes? What's going to happen with jobs? What's he going to do different? But half the people are going to be disappointed. If Trump wins, sure there's going to be like mass hysteria in the cities. The side that didn't win is going to be really, really upset. If Biden wins, Republicans and the more conservatives are going to think the world's going to come to an end. Here's the truth. If you get stuck in bad news lasts for a long time. If you get stuck in an outcome you don't like, you get stuck in it. If you get stuck in an outcome that you did not desire and you stay stuck in it, it's going to be bad for you. Regardless of how this turns out on November 3rd, maybe we don't know till January 20th. Who knows? What are you going to do? Take care of your family. Take care of your kids. Take care of your marriage. Take care of your community. Take care of your business. Because I can just tell you guys this. Whether it's Biden, Trump, Pelosi, or whatever other next fool they put in there to run our stuff, most of these people have never run anything. It's all politics. It's really show business is all it is. It's how do I control money and funds and budgets? How do I take care of my buddies? That's what you should be working on. How do you take care of your friends? How do you take care of your family? How do you take care of yourself so you have enough prosperity, enough forgiveness? You know what I mean by forgiveness? I have enough of a surplus so that I can weather a storm and find a rainbow. Hey, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hope you enjoyed this. There'll be another video to follow this up. There's like 5,000 videos sitting here on sales, marketing, income, relationships, physical health, taking care of yourself. If you don't know who I am, you like the message, man, let me know. I never even heard of your first video ever. If you like me, post below, comment, like it, subscribe to it. If you don't like me, please, I'm going to tell you to at least comment. I know you already subscribed to this. I got more people that don't like me that subscribe to me than people that like me and subscribe to me. So you guys that like me, please subscribe to me. Let's offset some of that hate. God bless. Be great and vote.